Hey guys, welcome back to Daisy Crochet, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, my name is Shay and I am one half of this channel alongside my twin sister Fiona, and it is actually our birthday the week that I'm posting this, so I decided I would do kind of a fun birthday video and share with you guys my top 20 favorite crochet projects and patterns I have ever used since starting crocheting almost 10 years ago now. And I'm just going to be revealing all my favorites for my 20th birthday. This is definitely like something I've never seen anyone else do before. It's kind of a weird concept, but I have wanted to share with you guys like my absolute favorite projects and patterns for so long now, so I thought now is a great time to do it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if there's patterns or tutorials for any of these things, I will link them down below, and I'll also show you a picture on the screen for the things to show you guys what I actually made. I feel like this lighting is kind of weird and it makes my freckles super prominent. Okay, anyways, I moved you guys over so that I can show you an image of what I made, and let's just get right into it with the first thing. Also, sorry I got distracted again, but look at my sweater. It's a Harry Potter Weasley sweater. I got it at the New York Harry Potter store. I'm obsessed. Anyways, moving on. Number one is going to be this flower tapestry that I made recently. Actually, a lot of these things are recent because I went through my entire year of crochet projects list, because I've actually been keeping on top of that, which is amazing. And I picked my favorite things I made this year, but then obviously I went through my whole camera roll, picked my favorite things I've ever made in past years, so yeah. But this is my favorite tapestry I've ever made by far, although I am working on another tapestry project, but it's not done yet, so I didn't include it. But this is definitely my favorite one I've ever made. These are my favorite colors. I love the vibe of this one. It's giving me fall and summer vibes. Like, I absolutely love it. I haven't quite put it up in my room yet, but I did steam it and get it all ready. I also crocheted this in a crochet vlog recently. It was a room decor vlog that I absolutely love making, so make sure to watch that if you haven't already. If you guys want the tapestry grid pattern for this, you can go watch the vlog where I made it. But yeah, this was a great way to start things off because it's just stunning. I love it. Next up, we have another thing I crocheted recently, and both of these things took me a very long time to make, by the way, like a month. But these are my scrap yarn pants. I also came out with a vlog where I crocheted these with you guys a couple weeks ago. It was so fun, and I actually made these back in July, but I just posted the vlog, or June, I don't know. But I made them with Fiona. It was super fun for us to do a project together, although we both made our own pants, but you know what I mean. And both of our pants turned out super cute, and it actually was so good at getting rid of my scrap yarn to the point where like I don't really have any yarn right now, like compared to what I usually have. So I'm kind of struggling with what to make right now with like my limited stash of yarn, but that's okay. Anyways, I didn't use a pattern for these. I did kind of base it off of my past experiences making shorts though, because I've never made pants, but I have made shorts. So I started them out the same way I would shorts, and then I just continued the legs down. There was a lot of trial and error. You would know if you watched the vlog. It was a long process, but it was super fun, and I love the end result. Favorite project number 3 is going to be this dragon that I made back in 2024. I think it was January 2024. I made this sage green and white dragon, and I will link the pattern for this one, but it is a paid pattern. It's one of the only paid patterns I've ever purchased. I just don't usually do that, but I really loved the pattern, so I wanted to try it out. This is the dragon that I made with it. I absolutely love it. I made it with big twist yarn back when that was still a thing, because I bought it in America when I went there. It's like so fun to go yarn shopping in America. Even now that Joann's is closed, it's still better than Canada, so yeah. But anyways, I made this dragon, and then I also made this primary colors dragon is what I call it, because it's red, blue, and yellow. And this one is like me on a plate. It's basically like the two versions of myself actually, because the green one is like my aesthetic cute side, and then the primary colors one is like my weird fun side, you know, because The primary colors one is like a little bit crazy looking, but I did make it with you guys like last year or this year, maybe the start of this year. Yeah, in my 24-hour crochet video. And it was so fun to make, and I was so excited when I saw this yarn. I also think I bought this yarn in America because it's just so unique, and I wanted to make a dragon. I make a dragon with all my favorite yarns. So yeah, that is the third thing. Number 4, this is more so a favorite pattern of mine that I highly recommend anyone tries, whether you do Christmas markets or if you just want to make gifts for people or your own decor. That is these snowmen. I think they're called Clyde and Clara, and then it also comes with a baby snowman, which is Clove, I think. This is by Cameron's Cute Creations. I love her and I love her patterns. I did purchase this pattern as well. Most of my purchase patterns are probably on this list just because I only buy pattern if they're like my favorite things I've ever seen. But you guys would know if you've been following for a while, I crocheted so many of these snowmen at Christmas last year and I gave them as gifts. They were very well received. I really want to sell them at markets, but I don't think this year is the year for a Christmas market for me, but maybe next year because I cannot wait to do that. I have a specific market in mind I want to do, but I'm waiting till the time's right. Anyways, this, although seasonal, is definitely one of my favorite things I've ever made. I just love them. I think they're very unique and aesthetic, but also it's pretty much a plushie. Like, it's so cute. I love making them and they are just perfect. Next up is a smaller item, but still something that I absolutely love, and that is my sunflower keychains that I've been making. I started making these when I was market prepping back in like April, May, June, and I did come up with a pattern for these and I posted a tutorial a couple weeks ago, so make sure to watch that if you're interested because these are just so cute. They were a bestseller at markets and I am absolutely obsessed with them. They're definitely my favorite keychains that I've ever made, and I did make one for myself, so I'm definitely gonna be using that. And I think these are just perfect and I'm obsessed. What more can I say? I really love sunflower anything though. Like, I made a sunflower bouquet with lavender in it this year. I absolutely loved that. I just love sunflowers, so I'm not surprised this made it onto my favorites list. Number 6 is literally one of the top favorite things I've ever made, and that is my flower bag. So this is made with granny squares. I think it's cherry blossom granny squares, but I'm not sure. I did follow a tutorial for the granny squares, but then I just constructed the bag by myself, I guess. I absolutely love this bag. I'm looking at it right now, which is why I keep looking down, because I'm just obsessed. I have actually gotten so much use out of this bag as well because I sewed a lining in it with the help of my grandma. It's definitely my favorite bag I've ever made. I haven't made very many, but it's still my favorite, and I love the colors on it and everything. So yeah, this is definitely one of my top favorites ever. Next up, we have number 7, which is something I crocheted with you last fall, and it was super fun to make with you guys, and that is this moon pillow. I actually learned like a new technique, I guess you could say, when I was making this, and it was to like triple up the yarn while only using one strand of yarn. I thought it was really cool and I enjoyed doing it. I used like a burnout velvet yarn, but I knew it would be too thin to kind of get the outcome I was looking for, so I tripled it up. It's really fun. If you guys want to know how to do that or anything, you can watch the video I made this in, which was a jar picks video. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one I made, but those are so fun to make. Highly recommend putting projects into a jar and picking them out, whether you make a video on it or not, because it was super motivational, and I'm literally about to do it again because I've been so stuck for projects recently. But yeah, this moon pillow is so cute. I had it on my bed at home and I really wanted to include it because I think it's just very my vibe and something I'm still very proud of after a whole year. Okay, speaking of things I'm proud of, this next one, number 8 is my favorite sweater I've ever made, or one of my favorite sweaters I've ever made. I included a few on here, but they're all my top favorites, you know? But this one is special because I created the pattern by myself, and that is this, I don't really know what I'm calling it actually, guys. this sweater. I don't really have good photos of me wearing it or it in general because I just don't take good pictures like that, but I did make this with you guys in a vlog and it was so fun to make. It definitely required some trial and error because I was constructing it by myself, but I had a very particular way I wanted it to look, and for the most part it definitely came out that way. I did kind of run out of yarn at the end, but it still turned out super cute. This is made with like ribbed half double, I think, and I really love the neckline I was able to create with this one because it looks like a real sweater. Not like crochet doesn't look like real, but you know sometimes when you do like a rectangle sweater and it has like the straight neckline. I wasn't looking to do that for this particular sweater and I managed to kind of do it pretty successfully. So super fun. I do hope to someday come out with a pattern or a tutorial for this, but it's obviously a pretty big undertaking to do that. I do have the pattern written out, but it's not in a way that I would feel comfortable like selling because it's just like my notes, you know? But hopefully someday I can do that. And yeah, I really love this. I really love the yarn as well. It was a Karen cake. Can't remember exactly what it was called, but yeah, I highly recommend using Karen cakes for sweaters because they're just perfect and I love it. So yeah, next up is another like smaller item, but still something that I have loved ever since I saw them, and it really has not changed. That is these puff flower claw clips. I made a whole bunch of these at Christmas time for gifts and they were also very well received. I love to make people things that are useful and like I can personalize. Also, like I made everyone's favorite colors, which was so fun. They do work up pretty quickly, although the whole process of making them is a little bit time consuming. I just mean the puff flowers are very quick to make. You have to make 6 per claw clip though. And then the wrapping the clip and gluing them and everything does take a little bit of time, but usually I'm making a lot at once, so if you're just making one, it doesn't take that long. This is Blondie Nuts pattern, but I just make the puff flowers however I want, and I just kind of got the idea from her. But yeah, it is her tutorial if you want to follow that. And I also sold these at markets and people really loved them. So yeah, I highly recommend trying these out, and I thought they were just such a unique way to use crochet, and I have some for myself and I wear them all the time. Next up is a really like unique project that I haven't talked about on here a whole lot, but I really love. It's kind of 2 projects but the same idea, and that is anything I have made with faux fur fluffy yarn. So I started out making owls with this yarn, and I made a whole bunch a couple years back for gifts and stuff, and I also put one of them on an ornament for my mom. So that was really cute. It's kind of a big ornament, but it still like fits on the tree. So yeah, it was really fun to do that. And these are definitely a little bit challenging to make just because faux fur yarn, you guys know if you've tried it, it's really hard to see your stitches and stuff. But I did follow a pattern, I think, for the owl, but I modified it because that's just usually what I do. I think I only modified the feet though, if I remember correctly, and maybe the beak. And then I kind of used that pattern as inspo to create a fluffy Highland cow for my dad for that Christmas that I was making these. And it turned out absolutely so cute, and I do have the pattern written down for that, but honestly I just can't bring myself to make another one because for such a small result it is like challenging to make. But also I've had a few more years of crochet under my belt, you know, so it might not be as difficult. So let me know if you guys want a pattern for this guy because it's just so cute and I'm really proud of creating this one. Okay, for number 11 we have this orange flower bouquet. I also made this recently in the same room decor vlog as the tapestry. I'm also looking at it because it's right there on my little rolling cart here in my room, but I absolutely love this. It was definitely a labor of love. It took a long time to make, but I wanted it to be just how I wanted, and it definitely turned out that way. I did get an inspo on Pinterest for this. It's just an image that looks really similar to what I made. But yeah, it was super fun to figure out how to make all these different flowers, figure out what colors I wanted to use, and figure out how to construct them as well, because like sometimes I'll use a tutorial for like the flower part, but then I never watch it for like how to make the flower, like assemble it or anything, so I kind of wing it, and sometimes that turns out better than other times, but that's just how I did it. And it's turned out well for me so far. But yeah, I absolutely love this flower bouquet. It is perfect for me because my favorite color is orange and it brings such a cute vibe to my room. So yeah, I thought I would include that one as well. Also, crochet flowers in general is like one of my absolutely favorite things ever because I just think it's so cool that you can turn a string of yarn into a flower bouquet that lasts forever. Like, are you kidding me? I am obsessed. Next up is another sweater, number 12, which is my favorite number and my birthday number, but this is not like my absolute favorite thing or anything, it's just a coincidence. And that is this treble crochet sweater. I thought I had to include this one because it was so easy to make, 2 because I love the colors and the material, and 3 because I've actually worn this one like in public. As much as we love our crochet pieces, I think a lot of times we can sometimes forget to wear them. I do end up wearing mine a lot of my videos sometimes, but I still want to do that more. Sadly, I forgot a lot of mine at home. But anyways, this sweater was super fun to make. I will try and link the vlog I made it in, if I made it in a vlog. I think I did, because the tutorial will be linked. I think it's by Hannah Jupinski. I don't know how to pronounce her name, sorry. But yeah, I loved it. Super easy, and it's made with trebles, so it's super like holy. I don't know, there's like gaps in it, but you just like wear a shirt underneath and it's so cute. I wore this to my big market this year, which was a Pride festival, and it was perfect for that day because it was like cold and hot at the same time, so it was just a good thing to kind of like wear for pretty much all the day. I think I wore it for, and I got lots of compliments on it. So yeah, I absolutely love this sweater. Next up is something I made a while back. This might be the oldest thing I made on this list, like the thing I made the longest ago, but I think it was like honestly my main like entrance into making plushies. So that is really cool, but also it's like a more complicated plushie, and that is this strawberry triceratops. I am obsessed. Obviously, it's so cute. I did follow a free pattern for this. I think it was a written pattern. I really love the way it turned out. I do think I forgot the rows of like just one single crochet on like the snout or like the front of the face, because it's like pointier than I think a triceratops should be. But regardless, it just shows like I was a beginner with like plushie making kind of, and I still think it turned out so perfectly. I love the velvet yarn for this, and I still display it in my room because it is just too cute, and I thought this one was just too like special to not include. Okay, number 14 is going to be a bigger project that I have made, and it's also the second pillow. That is this granny square sun, moon, and star pillow. I can't remember if I made this with you guys in a vlog or if I just showed you guys, but I have shown it on the channel before. I think this is so cute, and the colors go perfectly with my room at home, so it's actually on my bed at home. Yeah, I really loved making this, and I will link the granny square tutorials I used. It was just so fun. I don't think I'd ever made granny squares before, so that was fun, like a first time doing granny squares, because now I've done so many. I love them. And yeah, it was super fun to learn how to assemble them all, and I also had to buy like a pillow insert, so it was super fun. Okay, number 15 is something that I crocheted for markets. I wanted to pick my favorite thing I crocheted for markets in terms of plushies, and it was a pretty easy decision because I am so obsessed with these guys. It is the sunflower turtles that I made, specifically the green color was my absolute favorite, but I made a whole bunch and I love them all. This was a pattern I came up with on my own. It is a no-sew turtle. It's on the smaller side, but it's still a good size. Like I think I sold it for like 18, and I also came up with the sunflower thing, like I just freehanded it, you know what I mean? And I love the colors of this, so perfect. And I also made one of these for a family member's baby. I was trying to figure out how I'm related to her. My second cousin, probably. Yeah, I made that as a gift with like embroidered eyes, and it was so cute. So yeah, I absolutely love making these for markets and for that gift, and people loved them. I loved them, so yeah, this is definitely my favorite plushie I crocheted for markets. Okay, number 16 is going to be this pink flower bouquet, and I crocheted this for an order last year. I think it was last fall, winter-ish. It was just an order that my dad got for me, but I think the person like saw my YouTube or something and it was so fun to make. They did send me like an inspo picture, but I did have a lot of freedom with it. I just decided to go a little bit like pretty much exactly the picture with a few minor changes just based off of tutorials I could find and the colors I had. But it was so fun to make this bouquet. This was definitely like the first like more intricate advanced bouquet I had ever made, because I just started crocheting flowers last year and it was so fun to experiment with the different ones. I learned how to make so many new flowers and I thought the result was so cute. I don't have a lot of good pictures of it, but I really loved them, so I thought I had to include this one as well. My cats are here because they're hungry and it's their breakfast time, and Fiona is still not home, so I don't know if I'm supposed to feed them or not, but I guess I will once I'm done filming this if she's not home. And anyways, number 17 is something I made for myself last year probably, and it is this jewelry organizer. This is so useful and so cute. I made this with a tutorial here on YouTube. I don't think it's in English, but I managed to figure it out. Yeah, and I saw it on Pinterest and I knew I needed to make it because I have a lot of jewelry. I have like 12 or 13 piercings. I don't know how many I have at this point, but I have a lot. So I have a lot of jewelry and I like to bring it here and to my house, back and forth, you know? And then like necklaces, bracelets, rings, it fits it all. It's so practical, so fun. And I love the front of it as well, like the braided kind of vibe to it. I think that's so cute. And yeah, I love everything about this, so I thought I had to include it. Next up, we have a 2-in-1 for number 18, and that is shorts. So my top favorite shorts I have ever made are these gray shorts, and these are my favorite because they kind of look not crocheted, and it's not like I don't like the look of crochet, but I think I'm proud of being able to make something like this because the yarn was super thin and the hook was super thin, and I came up with it on my own. And yeah, it was just fun. These are also my first shorts I made, and I really love the material and how they turned out. Okay, also this is me trying them on because apparently I crocheted them in a vlog and I completely forgot about that for some reason. So this is what they look like. They did turn out really cute. And then for the second pair, this was also something that I came up with on my own. Like I didn't come up with like the way they look on my own because I was inspired by Pinterest as usual, but I didn't have a pattern, so I figured out how to do all these like fun stitches and everything on my own, which I'm proud of, and I think they turned out really cute. And yeah, I love the colors on these ones as well, and I am just really happy with how they turned out. So yeah, these are my favorite shorts I have ever made. Okay, number 19 is a little bit random, but I just had to include it. When I was making this list, I was looking around my apartment for my favorite things, and I immediately stumbled on my fall display, which I haven't shown you guys yet this year's, but you guys might know we always make a display in our living room based off of the holiday or season it is, and usually it has a lot of crochet on it. This time is no different. And specifically what I wanted to talk about was this Minnie Mouse pumpkin. Oh my gosh, I think I followed a tutorial for this, but I can't remember. I will link it if I have one. But I made this last year and it is so cute, and Disney is like my favorite thing ever. I recently went to the Disney store in New York City and I bought a lot of things, mostly villains things, but yeah, I really love this pumpkin. I always display it and I get lots of compliments on it because, I mean, are you kidding? It's so cute. It's so simple. It just has a little bow, but like, and the ears, but it's just perfect. And definitely like my favorite fall decor item I have ever made. Okay, and last but not least is number 20, and I debated even putting this on this list just because I have not released the vlog about this yet, and I've been trying to like keep it a secret until I release the vlog, but too bad, so sad. Birthday present from me to you, for myself, I guess. I don't know. But it is this Mosaic sweater that I made this August, start of this month. It was so fun to make, so easy, and I loved the colors I used on this so much. I also steamed it, which I've never done with a sweater before, and it turned out super cute because it was like really short and the sleeves were really short at the start, but I steamed it and it it looks perfect now. This is Cameron Kane's sweater pattern. She came out with it last Vlogmas and it was so exciting because I had seen her make the sweater so much and I really wanted to make it. So this summer fall I finally got around to doing it and I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite sweaters I have ever made, and I thought it was perfect for number 20 because it's also the most recent thing I've made on this list and I'm turning 20. So yeah, that is all the things on the list and they're all my absolute favorite and have a very special place in my heart. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and I hope you got some inspo on maybe some things that you can make. I know there's like a lot of different types of crochet in this, but that's what I've always loved to do. I have never really stick to one niche or like area of crocheting. I just love them all so much and I love how versatile it is and you can literally make anything you want. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I started crocheting when I was 11 years old. I think I had just turned 11, so about 9 years of crochet now, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So I can't wait to crochet with you into my 20s. And yeah, I had so much fun sharing all of these things with you for my birthday, and I really hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos like this one. There's literally no better gift you could give Fiona and I for our birthday than subscribing and commenting and liking, because we just love growing our family here on YouTube and it's just amazing to have this community with you guys. So thank you so much and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!